we sometimes are afraid of the unknown. But I think that is stopping us from achieving our goals because we're scared of the unknown. We just want to stay in our comfort zone, which means that you're not going to evolve, you're not going to develop, you're not going to change, you're not going to, if you want to be promoted even at work, you need to
do something
get
different.
away from your comfort zone.
Yeah, where you have to stand out.
Yeah. You can't get comfortable, because when you're comfortable, you're just there. You can't get complacent. Because you're just doing the same thing. It's not going to change.
Yeah.
You're not going to grow. So it's the same. Learning new lifestyle habits. It's like you are growing. You are evolving. So you have to see it as a personal development thing.
Yeah.
Because it's going to make you a better person tomorrow. Especially, that these habits are for the good cause.
Exactly. And that's why we're trying to take, because this is the beginning of the year. It's still January. We've not gone much.
Yeah.
We're probably going to keep pounding. Like last year, we talked about the New Start acronym, didn't
yes,
we?
Yes, we did.
Which we thought it was such a good thing that if you adopt those habits, they're going to change quite a lot for you as far as your health is concerned. So what we said, the end.
Yeah, it was about nutrition. Yeah, all of them we say it was nutrition, then exercise, then water, then sunlight,
temperance,
and then
air,
rest and trust.
Yeah.
So it was a good combination of things that if you put them together in your life and you sort of go through them one by one, if you associated them in your life, you should have a good
result
outcome.
Yeah. By the end of 2026.
Yes.
You would have said, hey, I did it.
If we were to delve a little bit in each and every one of those, nutrition, for example, will impact on a lot of things in your life.
A lot.
Because of your nutrition, you can develop diabetes, you can develop hypertension, you can develop high cholesterol like Jane, nearly, a year ago, nearly. Yeah. So you can develop a lot of issues just because of nutrition.
Yeah.
Now they're saying bacon is carcinogenic, so cancer, nutrition.
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine if you change a little bit of your diet, you started eating a little bit healthily, you start following the guidelines that they're giving us out today, where you need to have a source of protein, a source of carbs, and a lot of fruit and veg in your meals to keep healthy, because those things are going to give you all the nutrients your body needs to function.
Yeah.
How can I say? What's the word I want
Optimum.
to use? Yes. And then, if you think just the nutrition can already make a big difference.
A massive difference. I'm just thinking of an example. Like I was speaking to one of my friends who is a renal specialist nurse, and I was like just asking her, like, you being a renal nurse for this number of years, what do you think are some of the causes of people having end-stage renal failure that end up in dialysis?
Yeah.
And she was like, 1, diabetes. People who suffer from diabetes. You have 2, hypertension.
Yeah.
And heart failure. So those are the 3, she said, basic health condition that when people suffer from that, they might
lead to kidney failure.
They might lead to kidney failure. And where does it start from? It's all food,
nutrition,
our lifestyle.
Most of it, apart from people that have congenital issues for their heart, or people that have hereditary conditions. But those are, you count them.
Yeah, you can count
most
those.
People. It's lifestyle.
And she was even saying that she was speaking to somebody, the person told her that it will be better if they actually contract HIV than
have a long-term condition.
Than even diabetes.
Kidney failure.
Yeah, said rather have HIV than diabetes, because the complications of diabetes,
you have a neuropathy, you have a lot of things, loss of sensation, you can have poor circulation in your limb, you can have amputation because of your diabetes, you can have ischemia, you can have too much
organ is affected, because
you can have dementia because of diabetes, you can have a stroke because of diabetes. It's just mind blowing.
It is.
And yet diabetes is caused by
type 2 though. I know type 1 is...
type 1 is, it's you're born with it sometimes, or it's just that your pancreas has failed. It's not. But type 2, which most people have, which most people will develop, is a lifestyle disease.
It is. One is reversible.
Yes, it is.
This is reversible. If you put your foot down and just say, hey, I'm changing my diet.
Yes.
And what are those foods that are low in glycemic index? Like, which are those foods that when I eat, they don't spike my blood sugar so much? You start going for those types of foods.
Yes. You start going, that's why we say, whole food.
Yeah.
Whole food.
Whole food.
You start going for high fiber, vegetables. You start going for carbs that are not refined carbs. So refined, which I mean refined is flour, white white bread, white rice, pasta, white rice. If you stop those and you go for whole food, you go for potato, sweet potato, plantain, whole meal bread, whole meal rice, whole meal pasta, things like that, better for you when you're trying to, prevent, ill health and things like that. So just nutrition only.
Yeah, and also thinking about the times that you're eating, because some of the experts say because I mean, come to think of it, like this business of people eating breakfast, and then by 11 o'clock they're having breakfast snack, and then by 1 o'clock you're having lunch, and then after that by 3 you're having another snack, and by 5 o'clock you're having your tea. After that by 7 o'clock you're having nearly bedtime snack. These things were all sold to us by these people producing these fabricated factory food.
People want you to spend. People want you to buy.
They want you to buy this product. You don't need to eat that amount of time. And if you're eating 6-7 times a day,
even if you're eating like that, do people really pay attention of what they're eating? Because you can even eat those kind of time. If you're eating a carrot for your snack, even if you eat it 6 times, it's not going to cause you any harm.
It's not going to cost you much, but at the same time, it's giving you that blood sugar spike though, because your blood sugar keeps going like that, up, down. You eat, it goes up. After a while, it comes down. Before you want to rest a bit, you eat again, pop, it go up. And this is how you become insulin resistant, and it can lead you to diabetes. So you don't need to eat that number of times a day. Aim to eat maximum 3 times a day if you must. Some people it's twice, other people they only eat once a day. So you have that blood sugar spike once a day, and that will avoid your blood sugar yo-yoing,
Yeah, that's why I was saying it depends what you eat. It depends what you eat. And I've read a book called The Glucose Revolution. Okay, Glucose Revolution is this lady is looking at diabetes and how to reverse diabetes, and that's why I'm saying you can eat so many times in the day, but it will depend what you eat. And they did a research, and people that eat, when they start eating, they start with vegetable. Carrot is a little bit sweet, but normal, like green vegetables, like you have your broccoli, your cauliflower, your spinach, your cassava leaves and things like that. If you start with something like that before you eat anything else, it will make sure that your blood sugar
it's controlled.
Yeah, so how do you call it? The
spike.
Yeah, you won't get the spikes. It will just be linear, and you will start losing weight, and that's how your diabetes will be controlled. So
because apparently that vegetable, it tends to it produces like a seal. That covers.
That covers the lining of your stomach. So that when the sugar comes in,
it doesn't go
digested slowly. Slowly. So that's why, and she gave an order how to eat your food. So what we do normally, what we usually do is that you start with your carbs and whatever, but the order you should eat to stop those spikes is you start with your vegetables. You follow with your protein, and then you finish with your starch.
Because by then the starch is like floating on top.
So because the starch is sugar, it's sugar, so it's going to spike. But if you do that, the spike is not going to happen. Even it's going to stop you from craving. So you may find that at the beginning you were eating 6 times a day. By the end of it, you don't feel hungry. You will be eating, it will reduce the amount of time you're eating in the day. Because you're eating those times. Some people are eating because they're hungry.
Yeah.
And you're hungry because you spike your sugar. And when you spike your sugar, your insulin gets produced and gets rid of the sugar that is in circulation. Then your body is craving more sugar.
Yeah.
So that's why you're hungry. But if you start eating in a way that your sugar won't spike, you will feel fuller for a long time.
Yeah.
So you won't feel the need to snack.
Yeah, exactly.
You won't feel the need to snack at all. And it's very surprising, okay? Because now that Jane said it, I will share. I've never done such a thing, okay? And I'm doing something now like a fasting. It's like a spiritual thing. But the conclusion that I've gained from that experience is mind blowing. Okay, when I started, I was hungry, like because I have to stay from 6 to 6. I'm not eating any food, but I'm hydrating myself and in prayer. Okay, because it's spiritual.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I was going to cope with it. So what Jen is saying that you don't actually have to eat all the time. And after a few days, I wasn't really hungry anymore. I could even go on longer than 6 o'clock. And my brain was, the clarity in my mind.
More alert
and everything. And I'm like, and I didn't lack energy.
Yeah, no.
I didn't lack energy because I was still making sure I'm eating enough. When that time for me to eat comes, I'm eating enough and I'm giving my body enough nutrient, So I'm mixing everything that my body needs, including vegetables, starch, and protein. So I'm giving myself the allowance of food it needs, but just one time a day.
Exactly.
Because I'm doing this thing. So I've learned something from it, which means that yes, you don't actually have to
doable.
eat 5 times a day.
It's doable, and your body
don't have to, and your body gets
your body
used to it.
adapt